roots of the American Academy stem from systems created by two estate planning attorneys in the mid-1980s. They say necessity is the mother of invention, and the systems created in this Southern California law firm over 25 years ago really do underscore that. When Bates versus State Bar of Arizona took place in 1976, it finally became possible for attorneys to advertise. This set the stage for Academy co-founders, Robert Armstrong and Sanford Fish, to figure out how to market and educate consumers on the topic of estate planning. They found at the time, most people thought that they had to be immensely wealthy in order to need or use a living trust. Guess what happens when you open a fire hose and flood a law firm with interested prospective clients? 1. You need a systematic way to educate these people, or you'll lose all these interested people before you even get them into the office. 2. Without a systematic way to help them uncover every single need or problem in a consultation, these consumers will go right back into the procrastination mode, doing nothing to protect themselves or their families. 3. Approximately 25 little systems need to be created and put in place to process the work through the office efficiently, or you'll drop the ball and not be able to deliver what you've promised. Systems are required if you want to wow a client and provide a totally customized, in-depth plan for them within 2 to 3 weeks. 4. You absolutely have to have legal documents and software that can keep up, or you'll just slow everything down by having to check each document and update things along the way. 5. And what happens if you have all these people coming into the office and you don't have a process for getting final signings and funding and post-retention work handled like a well-oiled machine? People leave with a bad taste in their mouth, and you never know how many referrals you'll never get because of the less than wow experience clients have had. The truth is, when you have an embarrassment of riches like a totally full calendar, you simply don't have time to create the systems you need because you need them right now. Without systems in place, that fabulously successful law firm could have easily gone out of business. Having to stop the presses and put systems together in order to stay in business put some real structure to the success Robert and Sandy enjoyed in those early years. To start with, Robert Armstrong came up with this brilliant story to tell using slides. He told a story that hundreds of attorneys across the country now tell, about Bill and Mary Jones with their good daughter Susan and their ne'er-do-well son John, breaking the story down and really showing how a couple of different decisions play out for the same family was really effective. Next up was an advertising and direct mail system to pull consumers from all parts of a community into these entertaining and educational workshops, and they poured in. Then came the workflow systems that allowed the legal documents to be created just right for each family. Then the client follow-up systems, making sure clients feel cared for and have a place to go as questions arise. And trust administration systems had to be put in place so family members could feel the same love the original clients felt with the law firm. After a number of years, Robert and Sandy were flying throughout California, Arizona, and in parts of Oregon and Washington with a number of law firm locations and a ton of staff. About that time, and this is just one of the stories I've heard over the years, one attorney from Chicago happened to catch this seminar in Los Angeles, and he got hold of the newspaper there and flew out specifically to sit through the seminar and figure out how to put something like it together. This attorney told me this himself. He went back to Chicago, and without the ads, locations, setup, and follow-up, along with the rest of the systems for putting the entire program together, it just didn't work right. In 1993, Robert and Sandy decided to document each system, everything they did, from hiring staff to reviewing documents and presenting seminars. Our friend from Chicago was the first attorney to join, and by the way, Chester and his wife Betty are still fantastic members. I don't think they've ever missed an event. Here at the Academy, we originally started off only providing coaching and marketing support, along with software for contact management and document production. But within 2 years, the members who had joined literally got together and asked us to create geographic areas that would be protected. Only a certain number of attorneys within a given area would have our slide presentations, ads, letters, and processes. Geographic exclusivity has had a huge and powerful impact on the membership. Most attorneys don't believe this because they've never experienced it, but Imagine hanging around with a couple of hundred estate planning attorneys, all open and talking about their financials, the thing that worked or didn't work, the way clients responded to social events, or whatever. These attorneys have had each other on their cell phones, and each of our 2 events per year are like a class reunion. It's about mastermind and being open and not alone in the practice. The secret sauce to the entire thing remains systems. Our philosophy goes like this. If you do something more than once in your firm, it deserves a system, a process. Without a process, it will be done a different way each time. The Academy has structured processes around 11 systems that all law firms need in order to get to the next level of success. The systems include planning, marketing, successful consultations, mastermind, technology, software, as well as online presence, leadership, legal education, and more. Each system is simple, documented, easy to implement, and fun to follow. Not a step, not an email or letter or phone script is missing from these turnkey proven systems. These 11 systems dovetail together to have the entire law firm run smoothly. When the systems are working, the law firm owner is set to play 2 roles in his or her firm, the CEO and the counselor. Do note that we didn't say anything about that attorney being a document production artist, or a marketing coordinator, or a final signing paralegal, right? If you were free from non-attorney work in your practice, what else could you actually accomplish in your practice and in your life? Year after year, our systems don't change. Some of the tools inside the systems change as technology evolves. But the key is having the kind of leadership at the Academy where we're constantly striving to keep a cutting edge to the tools that we provide our members. Having the same leadership in the company for the past 25 years has provided such continuity. The team, along with the membership, shares a common view of how things should work and feel as new levels of success are achieved. Robert and Sandy actually did write the book when it comes to putting systems together in a law firm. If you haven't read the book they co-authored with Michael Gerber, be sure to order it on Amazon. The E-Myth Attorney, Why Some Legal Practices Don't Work and What to Do About It. The Academy is basically about systems and coaching described in detail on these pages. Attorneys everywhere can do this on their own, but practicing law and figuring it all out on your own sometimes isn't the most fun or most efficient. There's no reason that you can't have fun and build a great practice, trimming off several years of trial and error in the process. Ask us to send you the black box full of information about these systems and tools. Then ask us which members have a background most similar to yours and do some due diligence. Membership isn't for everyone. Attorneys need to be in a geographic area where we have an opening. They also need to be coachable and in a position to implement change. Around 60% of our membership has been with us over 15 years, bringing on new members and helping them map the path they want to be on, and coaching them through the hurdles and challenges, then watching their financials and the quality of their lives change along the way is the most rewarding work one can find. Some attorneys really aren't in that position, or perhaps change is too uncomfortable, or maybe being properly financed to make huge changes in how things run in your firm are a concern. Whatever your situation, whether you're leaving a large firm to go out on your own, or maybe you have lots of estate planning experience but want to get to the next level, or if you're just so miserable doing unpleasant things, working with unpleasant clients, that you want to transition your practice to be estate planning, give us a call. We have a couple of tools you can use on your own, and we can also help walk you through some of the conversations that reveal whether a huge change is something that you need or can really execute on. In the meantime, don't forget to register for our free 11-day boot camp. Each day we feature an in-depth session with homework on a new system you can start to implement on your own right away. When you register, we'll provide you with our ebook on all 11 systems. Go to www.aaepa.com/bootcamp to register. Our toll-free number is 800-846-1555. Email is questions@aaepa.com.